But Mateus, can a treatment for something as complex as paresis really work online? Wouldn't it be better in person? Folks, this is one of the questions I get most often, and my answer always surprises most people, okay? Online treatment for paruresis not only works, but in most cases, it's much more effective than in person. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why that happens. Let's start with the obvious, right? Paruresis is fueled by feelings of shame and fear, you know? Over 60% of my patients in our first analysis consultation prefer not to even turn on the camera. That's already a huge piece of data. It shows the body's natural resistance to exposing itself even in a safe environment, like a therapeutic one. Now, imagine this person in a physical office, needing to travel, sitting in front of a therapist in an unfamiliar environment. Right, all of that on its own can trigger the person's alert system, you see? Online treatment eliminates that barrier. You're at home, in your safe space, on your bed, so your nervous system starts the process in a much more relaxed and receptive state. That vulnerability needed for healing becomes much easier to access. Right. To start my treatment, before you begin any therapy session, you go through an initial analysis consultation, which takes up to 3 hours if needed, where besides identifying right then what the root is, what caused your paruresis, I'll explain in detail why it happened, why it keeps happening, and what your body's intention is with it. I explain how it actually happens in your nervous system. Besides answering any questions the patient has about hypnosis, hypnotherapy, or the techniques in general used in my treatment, the patient leaves this consultation feeling light, truly understanding that what they suffer from, though very complicated, is simple to treat. With this consultation, we'll have the right direction, we'll know exactly what to work on in each therapy session. Usually a full treatment with me for paruresis takes between 3 and 4 sessions. It's very fast. But the main factor in its effectiveness is neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to create and strengthen new neural pathways. It's like learning to play an instrument. You don't learn in a single lesson. You learn through repetition. You learn every day there, listening to that process. A single hypnosis session in the office can even be very effective, a very powerful thing. It might even give you a great insight right there, but it's like a single guitar lesson. It shows the way, but it won't consolidate that new neural pathway, you know? My online treatment protocol is based on personalized self-hypnosis audios that you listen to repeatedly, right? In some cases, every day. In others, a few times a week. Because each time you listen to the therapy audio, you're actively stimulating the same neural circuit of calm and confidence, which will be linked to the bathroom and public use. You're deepening, right, the path of this healing, making it much stronger, much more automatic than that old path of fear, of shame, of apprehension. Repetition is what will transform a simple therapeutic suggestion into a new automatic, right, and effective belief within you. It's what makes the change, makes it permanent, makes it consolidate in your brain, right? Through basically my speech and audio using NLP techniques, hypnosis, neuroscience, we can talk directly to your subconscious, right? We don't spend time debating with your logical mind. Your logical mind, it already knows what's happening. We give new commands, new images, new permissions to the part of your brain that's controlling these automatic responses. And with repetition, right, these new commands, they start overlapping the old ones, That's the process of neuroplasticity in the brain. And that's exactly why, everyone, my treatment protocol, it's unique in the world. It was developed by me, right, after years of research and practice. And it combines all the best of hypnotherapy, neurolinguistic programming, and neuroscience. That's exactly why I treat patients from Italy, from France, from the United States, from Canada, from Chile, from Argentina, from every possible place in the world, from Portugal, because technology allows for that. For my foreign patients, for example, we use an artificial intelligence that dubs my voice perfectly into any language. The patient hears the therapy in their native language, with the same intonation, with the same intention, with the same protocol as it would be in person, ensuring this maximum efficacy. And being online, everyone, doesn't mean being distant, okay? Quite the opposite. I follow each patient closely. every week through WhatsApp. Throughout your entire treatment, you have a direct channel with me to ask questions, to share, your progress, to have the necessary support at every stage until you finish your entire therapeutic process. Besides the therapy audios, which are personalized just for you, the treatment includes several lessons with practical tips so you can bypass your nervous system in challenging situations, a special follow-up when we enter the gradual exposure phase, which usually happens between the third therapy session, right? You'll never be alone during my treatment. You'll always be accompanied by me. So if you still had doubts, right, I hope it's now very clear how the online treatment works. Online treatment isn't a plan B, okay, everyone? It's the smartest, most convenient, and scientifically much more effective way to treat paruresis. So any other questions you might have, send a message. I'm the only paruresis specialist in Brazil, and one of the few in the world with this specialty. If you want to learn more about my approach, watch my full playlists, on paruresis here on my YouTube channel, right? The link, as always, is down here in the description among my contacts for you to book a consultation with me to learn more about my treatment and rates. If you're ready to use technology to your advantage and truly start this journey of finally freeing yourself from paruresis in the comfort and safety of your own home, call me, because I'm here to show you how we'll do it, show you the way, and everything you need to start this process. A big hug, everyone, and see you next time.